Hey everybody, Strider's back with your daily slice of ELO Heaven. Starting off on the red team, we are going to have a Skarner, Jarvan IV, Vladimir, Jayce, Gragas versus the blue team, who we have Ezreal, Zyra, Maokai, Xin Zhao, and Ryze. I am extremely excited about this matchup. I don't know about you guys, but this should be a phenomenal game. Starting off on the top lane, we're going to have a Vladimir versus a Xin Zhao. Vladimir mains caster, while Xin Zhao mains caster as well. So nobody's going to have a huge advantage except for maybe the Vlad, because Vlad is kind of a caster. Vlad's been played by this person about 45 times with a 55% win ratio, to where Xin Zhao's only played this person 16 times with a 50% win ratio. So it's really hard to say who is going to come up on that particular battle, but I think I'll have to give it to the Vladimir. And then if we go on to the middle lane should also be very interesting. We're gonna have a Gragas versus a Ryze. Gragas is extremely mobile, despite his big, husky, manly-like model. He's just very mobile with his headbutts and everything that he throws out all over the place. He does main caster, while Ryze, just because I know CLG Froggen, he's also maining a caster, just has not played a lot of games on the NA servers yet, and that's probably why there's no real data on him. But Gragas has been played by this person about 135 times with a 51% win ratio, and Froggen has not played on the NA servers with Ryze yet. So it's hard to say. I'm not 100% familiar with Froggen's Ryze. So it'll be interesting, but overall I think Froggen is just one of the best mid players in the game. There's no real stopping him, especially once he uses a snowball champion. So I think I'm going to give mid lane to the blue team. And then if we transition into the jungle, we're going to have a Skarner versus a Maokai. Now Skarner mains caster, while Maokai mains caster as well. So no huge advantage there, but Skarner's been played by this person about 60 times with a 61% win ratio, which is really, really high. Maokai's been played by this person only 10 times with a 60% win ratio, which is also still really high. It's just not a lot of games played. I think I'm going to have to give the jungler to the red team, mainly just because of the experience that he has on Skarner. And then if we take a look at the bottom lane, it should be super interesting. We're going to have Jayce as the AD carry versus Ezreal. Now, Jayce mains top, while Ezreal mains AD carry. So this is going to give Jayce a little bit of a disadvantage, but Jayce is a top lane champion, so it kind of doesn't really come down to that. It comes down to the ability of being able to shut down an Ezreal. Jayce has been played by this person in rank game by about 30 times with a 60% win ratio, which is really good. But Ezreal's been played by this person about 260 times with a 60% win ratio, which is really, really good. I think I'm going to have to give the AD carry slot to the Ezreal. I just think he's a better AD carry overall, just because of his a little bit added mobility and getaway mechanism. But then if we take a look at the supports, we're going to have Jarvan and Zyra. So Jarvan mains top, while Zyra is Yellowpete. So again, one of the CLG EU guys. Jarvan has been played by this person 18 times with a 33% win ratio, which is not very good at all. Zyra, again, has not been played on the NA server by this person yet. So I'm really interested to see how that's going to work out. Zyra is an excellent support. Jarvan, he is in a lot of kill lanes, and I think that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're doing some double dunking with Jayce and Jarvan. It definitely has potential, but it's just going to be extremely hard to do with the Ezreal. They have to time their combos absolutely perfectly in order to be able to get it before he arcane shifts out of anything. But yeah, if we add up all the wins and losses for all the champions that these people are playing, it looks like the red team will have a 53.85% chance of winning, and the blue team will have a 59.86% chance of winning. I think overall I will end up going with the numbers on this one, just because I do think that two members of CLGEU will bring some huge dynamic to the team, and they do have a lot of CC. So let's go ahead and get into the game and see what happens. Hey everybody, Strider's back with another slice of ELO Heaven, and today I have a very, very special guest. We have Yellowpete from CLG EU and Froggen from CLG EU. Two excellent players, but since they are still currently in the United States, looks like they will be playing on the NA servers for just a little bit longer. It still shows that they're extremely low level in the client, in the stats client that I was using, but I don't really believe that's the case. I'm pretty sure they're all level 30 because we also do have Dyrus in here, Swain, Gretzky. Those are the real ones. Let's see, Yukozo. Who else is really good in here that I know? Thyak. I believe he is also pretty high ELO as well. Either way, we'll see exactly how everybody goes. It should be a very interesting match. We're gonna. Oh, it looks like, wow, a great job by Jayce, doing some nice little bit of damage, and some auto attacks now coming down onto the Yozoko. Oh, and the snare from Zyra not quite making it out, but. Yeah, they're gonna check it with the saplings. Definitely not a bad idea. They are gonna be able to do quite a bit of work with that. They have some vision, but I don't know. It still doesn't look like they really want to fight this at all. So I'm not really entirely sure. It looks like Red Team will actually end up backing off. They don't want to risk taking this blue buff. They might anyway. I think blue team might have officially just kind of retired from that part of the jungle, and it looks like Maokai may be setting up for raids. He hasn't actually started that, which is very interesting. Definitely would have thought that he would have went over towards his race to go for a little bit of extra. Oh my gosh, okay, so he did check it with the saplings. He does know that it's free, so he will be able to just go on and start his normal jungle. He will have a little bit of help. He'll definitely need it with the lack of the saplings that he has. It could be very slow times for this Maokai. And Skarner's already starting on his blue, doing a great job. But with the help of Xin Zhao, it looks like Maokai should be able to do an okay job. Taking a little bit less damage because one of those minions kind of walked back. Oh, but he's going so very low. Skarner's already on to his next buff, next camp. He's going to hit those race really quickly. But then Maokai can also jump over the wall with a twisted advance. He just does not have that yet. He has the arcane smash. So Maokai will continue to be a little bit behind. Skarner actually took a beeline for the red buff. Wow, very surprising. It's definitely going to cut down quite a bit of time on his jungle. He's going to get level 30 really quickly. And we might see him come out and try to go for a nice little gank onto the Xin Zhao, possibly even Ryze. Wow, Xin Zhao getting quite a bit of damage onto this Vlad. He is going to do a 3-talon strike and then back off right away. And Skarner is now in the background. He does have that red buff. He is going to get initiated onto. He is slowed, and the flash now coming out. Oh, and now great slow coming on from Vlad, and that is going to be a first blood for the Vladimir. Wow, excellent play, and Maokai is nowhere to be found. He is currently at the red buff, really far behind as far as jungle is concerned. A great job by Skarner being able to get that early assist. Is definitely going to help his top lane out on that for sure. And now, oh man, this could be really bad. There's a nice little ping coming out from Gragas, but Gragas does have that body slam. Gragas will be able to survive pretty much anything that Maokai tries to do if he decides to jump onto the fat man that is Gragas. He'll definitely body slam, so he'll have to wait for the body slam to be out before Maokai even attempts to really make a gank. Because if he decides to do that, he could just body slam back into his tower. Oh, it looks like a lot of damage is actually going down. Vlad is super low, but Ezreal ends up going down. Zyra is doing quite a bit. She snares and then flashes. She throws as much damage as possible. One more attack is going to kill her. And that is a double kill coming out from Jayce. And holy crap, the passive almost takes out Jarvan. Wonderful play. Vlad just barely gets out of there without dying as well. But man, Jayce getting a double kill. Going 80 bot. Wow, this is a very interesting bottom lane. Support Jarvan. Jarvan, he does have that standard where he can boost up the defenses and everything of his lane partner. He can also provide a nice little pop-up, and then once he hits level 6, he can throw down that Cataclysm. Plus, the first auto attack will do percentage of that person's health. It definitely helps with the kill lane. Oh my gosh, Maokai is coming in. Does get a little bit of that. Oh my gosh, is he gonna... Oh man, Ryze is still going back in, taking a lot more damage than I think he really needed to. He decided not to snare at all there, it seems, which is pretty interesting. I think he could have easily been able to do something. Oh man, Skarner's coming around from the back once again. And oh, a great Rune Prism coming out. And now, oh, this could be really bad for the Gragas. Gragas is going down. Nobody ends up taking out the Maokai instead. Beautiful play. Beautiful, beautiful play. So red team is having a really pretty much an easy time on this entire on the entire map. They're up by about 2,000 gold, so doing pretty good so far. Only 5.5 minutes in. I'm interested to see if they're going to decide. Xin Zhao is coming in. A great Rune Prism now coming out, and that is going to be a free kill for Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao, maybe not the best champion to get the kill on, but it's definitely not going to hurt anything. It will help him kind of go even a little bit more on that top lane. But Vladimir does have those 2 Dorn's shields, and that's going to be an issue. Wow. So, wow, a huge amount of damage going on to Ezreal. Ezreal's going to end up going down, and they almost take out that Jayce. But Jayce is just too resilient with conjunction of that Damascene Standard from Jarvan. Just doing way too much work. He's just going... Oh, man, this could be really bad. Zyra taking a ton of damage, almost goes down to the other support, and now, oh, Maokai's now coming out. The pool is down. A great job. Is he going to be able to survive it? That is the real question. And he's going out flush out of there. This could be really bad. It's a wonderful attempt and a snare, preventing Jarvan from going back, really just kind of wasting his time. Great job by Zyra. Just preventing them from going back is going to help them out quite significantly. It's going to give Ezreal a little bit more time to farm, and that's especially what he needs if he's going to be able to come back in this game. He's not doing too bad. He is ahead in CS, but he's still behind by 2 kills, and that's definitely going to prove to be a huge thing to overcome. So Zyra so far, as an assist, she's doing okay. I mean, she's landing those snares. She's doing what she can. She actually went for a really early mana manipulator. It's definitely an item that we don't see used very frequently, especially in competitive play or even high ELO play. I personally really like the Soul Shroud as a rushed item, just because the earlier on the levels of everybody, the higher the cooldowns are for everything. It's once you hit 18 that becomes a little bit less significant, but even then, getting 10% reduced cooldown on all of your ults is extremely good. Oh wow, now Zyra taking a ton of damage coming out from Graves and Jarvan. Jarvan, they're able to take out those plants with relative ease, and they're going to be able to get away. But it looks like the red team was behind on that particular exchange. They just were not able to keep up with the pressure that the blue team was applying. So I'm interested to see if that keeps up, if they can continue to keep that kind of momentum. Wow, Xin Zhao going really hard in the paint. He does throw down his ultimate. He has that duel on. Oh man, that's a lot of damage now coming on to Vlad. Vlad is going to have to pull and try to get out of there. I don't know if he's going to end up staying or if he's going to recall and get back some health. If I were him, I would definitely go back. Wow, a great shock blast with the acceleration yet. Oh my gosh, Vlad may go down, but the ultimate is going to scare him off. I don't think, no, he is still alive. Maokai is coming around from the back. Is that going to be a free kill? It's very possible. Oh yes, that is a free kill for the Xin Zhao. And a nice little sapling blow up for the assist on Maokai. That's definitely going to be helpful. Oh, Ezreal does end up going down, and wow, the Cataclysm going down, absolutely destroying that Zyra. Zyra throwing out her passive, hitting the Jarvan once again, taking him super low. But they do know that the jungler was once top, and he is not quite around to capitalize on anything. Oh, Xin Zhao's taking unnecessary damage. He was just pushing it, and I think he's going to go back at this point. Not going to be a huge deal. Skarner is now counter jungling, and they have no idea. They're not aware of this. They don't have this part of their jungle warded. He was a nice guy and left one left. Uh-oh, and now Skarner. I don't think he's... Yes, his ult is not quite there yet. His ult has another 80 seconds on it. So we'll really have to see if he can get another great pull onto somebody. That double kill that he provided for the red team at bottom is going to be extremely helpful. The ultimate from Ezreal did a lot of damage. It almost picked up a kill, but it just was not quite there. So at this point, Ezreal is going to have quite a bit of troubles. But, oh man, I really like this. Holy cow, that is so much damage. That is a lot of damage. Oh, now Skarner's initiating onto the Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao throws out his ult, knocks both of them backwards, and now this could be really bad. He's healing as much as he possibly can, but it doesn't look like anything is going to be able to happen. Is he going to pull for the slow? It does not look like it. And wow, Ryze goes in there, but tries not to do anything. Oh no, and now it looks like, yes, Xin Zhao does end up going down through the combination of Vlad and Skarner. Great job, and a ton of damage coming out. Oh, the ultimate from Ezreal being missed, and he is going to be able to pick up that kill. And now, uh-oh, it is all up to Jarvan to survive this fight. But now he is going to be able to back them off with the combination of that Skarner. Skarner, I believe, does have his ult. Yes, he does grab the ult and backs him off. And this is going to be a great twisted advance coming out onto Jarvan. It's going to back off many of the people, and that is going to be another sapling running in, but the flash transfuse coming out from Vladimir is able to pick up the kill. And are they going to be able to tower dive this? That is the real question. It looks like they will be able to. Skarner's taking a lot of damage. Is he going to be able to get out of there? Oh my gosh, so much. Oh my god, he was at like 46 health. Oh, that was so close. In the meantime, Gragas was able to pick up that Maokai. So overall, wonderful job. Basically a 3-for-1 exchange in favor of the red team. Blue team is really not doing too hot this game. Hopefully they can actually come back later on and find out exactly what they can do. Group up as a team. They do have some nice CC. They do have the snare from Ryze. They have the AoE snare from Zyra. The AoE pop-up from Zyra. They just have a lot of snares, actually. They have Maokai's snare. They have the 3-talent strike coming out from Xin Zhao. They have the knockback from Xin Zhao's ultimate. So they do definitely have some nice little bit of CC. As to where the red team, they have Skarner's drag and slow. They have Jarvan's AoE pop-up, but it's kind of a 2-spell pop-up thing. The Cataclysm's nice little block, but it does have ways around it for sure. Vlad has a slow, but it really uses it as an oh crap mechanic more than a slow. Jayce has a gap closer built in with slow and a knockback. And it looks like, yes, a knockback going out from Gragas as well. And with a slow. So, it's pretty even as far as CC goes, but I think that the blue team has a little bit of advantage when it comes to CC. So late game, if they can kind of stabilize their losses, it'll definitely help. Oh, and a twist advance coming down, the ultimate barrel not quite landing, and oh, now Skarner's ultimate coming out. Zyra's all by herself. She is going to do quite a bit of damage, but I don't think she's going to be able to get out of that Cataclysm. No. Dyrus going in there really easily with Jayce, being able to do quite a bit of damage, and oh my gosh, it looks like, oh, the ultimate takes him down to almost nothing, is able to pick up the kill, and uh-oh, yes, that is a double kill coming out from, oh my gosh, Ezreal doing so much damage. Really great pickup. Jarvan miscalculated that just a little bit, taking a couple tower shots, and that's what sealed his fate. And now it looks like the blue buff is going to be stolen by this Gragas. That could be very hurtful for the Ryze for sure. I mean, Ryze definitely does need his mana, and that's why you see him with that Tear of the Goddess, with that Catalyst of the Protector. And man, that was a great little comeback exchange for the blue team. Getting that double kill bottom is definitely going to help them out. Being able to take out that Jayce once again is going to be extremely important. It's going to continue to be important.
Ezreal almost has that Triforce. He has 3 kills now. So he's definitely doing a pretty good job. Oh, and now a great job by Vlad being able to get in there. Oh no! Not able to get off the charge because the Ghost is just too quick. Now Zyra's in a little bit one-on-one exchange with the Jarvan. Jarvan doing what he can, but wow, he's taking a lot of damage. Uh-oh, now Zyra's all by herself. She's getting cut out by 2 members of the red team, and a great snare coming out from Zyra. And now Gragas is in the mix, going to be able to pick up that kill pretty easily. And Zyra's going to nail 2 people with that ultimate. Or, sorry, with the passive. It looks like an ultimate. That's what I want to call it. Ultimate. It does so much damage. Oh, and a great job by Vlad. Being able to dodge that ultimate. Now, oh wow, there's a huge fight coming down at the Dragon. And Jarvan gets out of there trying to catch up to the Ryze. Ryze is really fast. He's going to be able to get out of here. And, oh man, it looks like another, huge engagement. The Cataclysm coming down. Ezreal able to pick up the kill. Doesn't pick up another one. But that was a nice little trade. That was an Ezreal for a Skarner. Ezreal did shut down Skarner's killing spree, and that's going to be extremely useful. That is going to give him some bonus gold to really just help out his overall build. He might be able to get a Trinity Force at this point. No, he ends up going for the Vamp Scepter instead. Oh, wow. Gragas is so super low. Too bad Ezreal is not around. He does not have his ultimate up to kill that. Oh, man. That was so very close. And Vlad is getting super low. Oh, my gosh. So very close. Oh, and a great job coming out from Vlad. Wow. Getting the kill. Flashing and getting the kill. Pulling out. And it looks like Maokai was a little bit too overzealous. Didn't realize that there was going to be a pool. He wasted 2 spells at the same exact time when either one of them could have killed him. And that just... very disheartening to see that kind of play. But it does happen. Some people get a little bit too overconfident. They're like, oh, what is he doing? He wants to trade. Let's kill him first before he kills my teammate. So he's got to throw out as many spells as possible. And it just didn't work out that way. So wonderful play by Vlad. Vlad was able to get in there, get the kill, and get out before anything bad happened to him. And that is going to be a 3rd kill. Now going down to Vlad. Vlad doing a wonderful job. And now Ezreal having a lot of troubles now. He's almost dead. And yes, that is going to be a free kill for the red team. Ezreal having a lot of issues, it seems. And a great 3 Talon Strike followed up with that snare. And, oh man, it looks like Ryze is getting dragged into the mix. It looks like, yes, Ryze will be able to pick it up. It looks like with an auto attack as well. OP Thunder. OP Thunder. Oh man, this is going to be a really bad kill in once again. And a great Cataclysm following up once again, preventing Zyra from moving away. That is going to be a free kill for the Jayce. Now has 7 kills. Doing a phenomenal job still. Oh, this could be really bad for everybody on the red team as well as the blue team. No! Oh, a great knockback. Is he going to be able to get out here? Is that going to be a flash? Yes, that is going to be a flash. Jarvan is going to be able to get out of there as well. Oh, but the Twisted Van's coming out at the same exact time. What is he going to do? Maokai is so close to dying. Yes, he goes down from the devastating blow. Almost had it. Almost had the double kill. That was a perfectly timed Twisted Advanced onto the Jarvan though. That was absolutely wonderful. I cannot believe that he was able to do that. I don't know if that was planned or not. I don't know if it was planned on Jarvan's end, trying to get him into a bad position. Either way, it was just a wonderful play by the red team, being able to get that double kill without losing anybody. And Gragas still doing a ridiculous amount of damage. Oh, now Ezreal's completely caught out of position. Oh, and that juke was 100% read by that Skarner. Is Skarner gonna even throw out his ult? That ultimate is gonna follow it up. Skarner decides to flash, but it was in vain. Zyra is now out of position. Oh, but so is Ryze. Ryze is gonna get smashed with that hammer to the back of the face. Zyra is still alive. She's at full health. Nobody's kind of touched her yet. There are 3 members of the red team down at bottom lane. This could be extremely dangerous. They don't have the wave clearing. They have a jungler that doesn't quite do a lot of damage and a support champion.
So they're definitely going to have to let that bottom tower go. And now the red team is pinging off for Dragon. This should be the first Dragon of the game, which is very odd because it's already 19 minutes in the game and still no Dragon has gone down. With the kill of this Dragon, it's very possible that the red team will be able to get up to 10,000 gold ahead at the 20-minute mark, which is absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, that is going to be a nice little boost. And that is going to be another tower going down in favor of the red team. Blue team is in a lot of trouble there. 3 outer towers are down, and now Skarner's coming up from the back. He doesn't have his ultimate, but he throws down his ultimate. Oh, and the Cataclysm just barely missing out. And now Xin Zhao's coming back in, doing quite a bit of damage. They're able to turn that fight around completely. Great job by the blue team. And it looks as if, oh no, the Ezreal just barely missing. And Skarner's going to be able to get away like a happy lobster. Man, that was absolutely scary. So, holy cow. Wonderful turnaround coming out from the blue team. Just being able to pick up that entire fight without any problems. Vlad, in the meantime, is just happily pushing top, doing as much damage, but not really doing anything to the tower. He's just kind of showing that he's still there. Oh, man. This could be really bad. Oh, a great ultimate with Ignite, and that is going to be a free kill. Twist Advance now coming out with the snare from Zyra and quite a bit of damage. And a combo snared from all 3 members that have snares. Oh man, that was a great Twisted Advanced into the Zyra's Grasping Roots into the Rune Prism from Ryze. That was just absolutely perfectly coordinated. Nobody overlapped their snares. It was just perfect every time. And I really would like to see a lot more of that going on, especially in professional play. Let's just exclude the hairdo. Oh my gosh! Ryze going extremely low, but he takes the bait. Xin Zhao picks up the kill. Vlad is getting pretty low here. Now Skarner's all by himself, but Vlad comes back in, throws down his ult, gets it on 2 people. Looks like Xin Zhao may be in trouble. He is going to proc that little bit of extra health from the Hex Drinker. Gonna be able to get away, and uh-oh, it looks like Maokai may go down and lose his double buffs to the Jarvan. That is going to be a dead double buffs, and wow. Oh, ho, ho, ho. And now the double buffs have transferred. It looks like the blue buff actually went out. Oh my gosh, the pool is coming out. And that is going to be a free kill onto the Ryze. Ryze now has that red buff, and this could be really bad if he sees Skarner. He has his flash, but it looks like Skarner's just way too fast. Those boots mobility and that shield that just helps him move super fast, like lobster speed fast. It's going to be extremely difficult to catch up to him. Gragas, in the meantime, is now pushing down the bottom lane. If they continue up this side, this split pushing all over the place, they're going to wear blue team's resources thin. They're either going to have to lose a tower and get a kill, or defend all the sides of the map, which is extremely difficult to do, especially when you're behind. So I'm interested to see what is their decision actually going to be. Their decision could be of many things. They could just decide to counter push and push one lane while they split push. It's definitely a common strategy that a lot of people use, but if the team has enough resources to prevent a full-on center push like a Gragas and a Vladimir do, it's also going to prevent those 2 champions from split pushing, which are some of the really good creep killers on their entire team. They're going to be able to clear those waves super fast, and that's why they need to be on defense if they get in trouble. Blue buff is now back up, and I'm surprised nobody's actually made a move for Baron quite yet. There is quite a huge advantage, but it looks like it's being mitigated by the blue team. Blue team's starting to come back. They're only 7,000 gold ahead. They do have some phenomenal late game champions with this Maokai. I'm a little bit worried about this Ezreal, but oh yeah, Ezreal just gets completely wrecked. Zyra gets 4 members into that ultimate, doing an absolutely wonderful job. And that is going to be a great snare. That Shock Blast coming out. Zyra is going to go down. She's going to throw out as many spells as she can before she dies. Jarvan gets snared in the tower range. And that is going to be a lot of action going down. The Hex Drake coming out, but the ultimate from Gragas is going to pick up the kill. And it looks like Ryze will come up triumphant over that little exchange. He almost went down himself, but he was able to pick it up in the long run, and that's all that matters. And this is going to be really bad. They are going to lose another tower off the back of that particular exchange. And Skarner with those boots and mobility is just proven to be way super strong right now. And it's weird that Maokai actually opted for the Sork shoes. It's definitely something you don't see frequently. You don't see junglers go Sork shoes unless it's like an AP centric, maybe like a Fiddlesticks or Diana or something like that. But you don't typically see it on a Maokai or pretty much any other AP junglers that are primarily tanky or utility based. Oh man, that is a ton of damage being front loaded onto that Skarner, and in the meantime Ezreal ends up taking down that middle tower, and wow, that is going to be a ton of damage coming down. It looks like they will be able to pick it up. Is Ryze going to be able to get out of here alive? Yes, he will. Oh my gosh, took so much damage from the minions as well. And that is going to be a little bit of extra. There's 3 members of the blue team kind of keeping the red team occupied. And wow, the blue team is making a very, very ballsy move going in for the Baron. There are no wards here for the red team. The red team has absolutely no idea. And a great ultimate from Ezreal coming out, doing a ton of damage. Zyra taking that shock blast, doing a wonderful job. Xin Zhao coming in with his ultimate, and wow, the shock blast almost killing Xin Zhao. Is it going to kill him up with the ignite? No, it won't. Zyra throws down the ultimate, but does miss. Ezreal's getting down. Yes, he does go down. The Gragas ultimate is just too much. And wow, Gragas gets a double kill, and that is going to be another kill going on to the Jayce. He is just doing so much work, and that was a trap that the red team just set up for them. They weren't able to really pick up anything out of that, except for the Vladimir. So 1 for 3 exchange, it just kind of, they got a little bit too overconfident, and now they're behind by 9,000 gold once again. So they really need to get a regroup up, and wow, Gragas ended up picking up a nice little Magi Soul Stealer, and he has 10 stacks already, and now he just picked up the Guardian Angel. Jayce has a GA, Gragas has a GA. Oh my gosh, this is incredibly terrifying. Gragas has 520 AP at 26 minutes. That is an insane amount of AP. Getting those 10 stacks, anything above 6 makes it worth it. And if he can get up to those 20 stacks, oh my gosh, that is insane amount of gold that he spent and ended up saving, as well as being able to get a ridiculous amount of AP and some cooldown reduction. So 25% cooldown reduction is going to be extremely useful for Gragas. He can definitely use it. But with those 10 stacks, again, Gragas 8-3. Ezreal completely cut out of position by the Jayce, coming off the back end. And the ultimate now coming down from the Vlad, and Skarner dragging back into Zyra, preventing her from really being able to do any utility-based damages. And now, oh man, that is going to be a dead Ryze, a dead Maokai, a dead Xin Zhao, and a dead Ezreal almost all at once. And that was a quadra kill coming out for Jayce. Absolutely beautiful job. That is a 5 for 1, and it looks like red team may just concentrate on pushing down this mid lane at this point. Gragas is going to be able to take the tower for just a little bit of time. He does have his passive from that barrel to do enough, and yes, that is going to be the first inhibitor tower of the game, and this should be the first inhibitor. They do have no more time to really be messing around with these pushes, so they really either need to go back right now and then be prepared for the Baron, because I believe that the blue team may make a move for the Baron, even though they are about 13,000 gold behind at this point, which is extremely, extremely behind. It seems like they're starting to come back, and then they get a little too overconfident, and then they lose it again. I'm not exactly sure as to what their plan is to keeping that stable. I don't know if the red team is just losing it and they're messing around at this point, or if they're actually getting outplayed as it looks. It looks like they'll get outplayed, and then they'll the blue team just kind of throws it into their lap. Wow, Jayce has a ridiculous amount of items. He's doing a wonderful job. He does have that Bloodthirster. He does have that GA. He does have the Last Whisper and another BF Sword and Pickaxe. Looks like he will be getting that Infinity Edge pretty quickly, especially with those Berserk Greaves. Wow, oh my gosh, and the ultimate now coming in. The flash does not matter, and the Cataclysm now coming out with the ultimate from Zyra just being able to absolutely destroy them. Unfortunately, Gragas was not there, was not going to be able to pick it up, but he did take the dragon, and that is all that really matters for him. And now the red team is pinging off for the Baron. There is a ward here, so the blue team knows that they're coming in, and that is going to be the dangerous part. A great Shock Blast coming out, doing an insane amount of damage onto the Zyra. But now at this point, it doesn't matter. The red team is just going to go full on the Baron. Ezreal is not around. This is going to be even more difficult for them to really come back from. Oh, Zyra snares that Jarvan. Is Jarvan going to be able to get out of there? Yes, he is. He's going to go extremely hard. The Shock Blast coming out, but he is going to flash away from that. And, oh man, Ezreal is a sitting duck here with that acceleration gate, providing them with all that movement speed. Oh, the ultimate coming out. Is Ezreal going to be able to pick up? Yes, the last take of Ignite does finish it off. And Maokai is going to be in some troubles here. He is all by himself right around that Jayce, who does a ridiculous amount of damage. And wow, Skarner is now coming around from the back. He's going to throw it out, but he does not have his ultimate. 9 seconds. If he can stick onto him for 9 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, he didn't even need to use his ultimate. Wow, absolutely ridiculous. Gragas almost goes down to a 1v1 fight against that Ryze. That would have been a really good pickup for them. They need to destroy his stacks. He's super farmed right now, and he's just going to continue to be that way. It looks like he may be going for that Lich Bane now. Oh man, Gragas is getting so much damage taken onto him. No, he ends up picking up the kill onto the Ryze. Ryze just did not do quite enough, and now, wow, Nexus turret goes down. Skarner ends up going down as well. Legendary Jayce is here to win this game. He is not going to give up. Is he going to be able to pick it up? Oh no, Vlad picks it up, and oh, Zyra picks up that kill. And yes, that looks like it is going to be a dead Nexus. This could be game. I don't think they'll be able to get back in time. And yes, the ultimate is going to come out, but it's going to be invulnerable as the game is over. Holy cow, that was an intense game. The red team just took a massive control over the game super early on, and the blue team tried to bring it back so many times. They just weren't able to do it as effectively as they really wanted to, and you could tell they had the determination in their eyes. It looks like they just got overconfident. They got split up too many times when they didn't want to. And wow, the bottom lane just got decimated by that kill lane of Jayce and Jarvan. So overall, absolutely wonderful game. Congratulations to the red team. GG to the blue team. And make sure, if you guys want to request any particular champion or player, make sure to leave a comment or send me a message, and I'll also give you the eligibility to be entered in one of my raffles that I have from time to time. If you want to subscribe to me, you like my videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It really does help out the channel, as I'm still in the process of trying to get a partnership. If you want to see any previous videos, you can click that button. Same thing with the next videos. If you want to see newer ones, you can click that one. Last but not least, the newest contest that I have been doing is the tagline contest. So originally, when I upload my videos, the tags are blank. There's nothing at the end of where it says episode and then the episode number. But I am adding taglines. I give my videos 24 hours before I add a tagline, and taglines are chosen by the viewers. So whatever you guys think is an appropriate tagline, just leave a comment, and people will vote on them. I will basically just choose the one that's best, that I feel is best as well, and I will award you a point. Once you accrue 10 points, I'm going to send you a $10 RP card. So yeah, it may take a while, but you know, there's not a whole lot of people participating quite yet, so now is the time to get in the majority of your points, and also notice who or how to win, how to get the best tagline. So definitely make sure to check that out, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.